So let us start with the Bayes theorem of probability. Now this Bayes theorem of probability is useful when we know a probability of one event, and based on that we can calculate the probability of second event. So in last lecture we have studied about the conditional probability, and we have studied what is meant by the dependent event and the independent event, and how the probability of the first experiment will affect the probability of the second experiment if the event is dependent, or we have studied it with respect to replacement and without replacement. So with replacement is a independent event, and without replacement is a dependent event. So if you don't replace the item previously you have picked out, then the probability of the second experiment is going to affect. And we have studied one formula to calculate the conditional probability. Now next extended part of this conditional probability is the Bayes theorem. So according to the Bayes theorem formula, the formula is probability of A given B is equals to probability of A into probability of B given A into probability of B. Okay, now how this is read as? This is read as probability of A given B. It means that probability of event A given that event B is already happened. So this probability of A depends on the output of event B. Okay, so the probability of A given that B is already happened is A given B. And what is B given A? So B given A means probability of event B given that A is already happened. Then probability of A and probability of B are independent events which are not dependent on each other. So normal probability of A is this, and normal probability of B is indicated by probability of B. Okay, now this Bayes theorem will be very useful when we know this probability and we want to calculate this as a probability. Then we can calculate it using this particular formula. Or if we know this probability and you want to if we know this probability and you want to calculate this, then we can use this information to solve the equation and calculate the required probability. Now let us check the first example. So in first example it is given that if it is readable, dangerous fires are 1%. Dangerous fires equals to 1%. Okay, so we will write this in the terms of the probability. So probability of dangerous fire is equals to 1%. Then second information is given as, but smoke is fairly common, 10% due to barbecues. Smoke is fairly common. That means probability of smoke instead of as compared to probability of dangerous fire is more, that is 10%. So probability of smoke is equals to 10%. And 90% dangerous fires makes smoke. 90% dangerous fires make smoke. So this is probability of smoke given it is a dangerous fire, because it is read as 90% of dangerous fires make a smoke. So it is probability of smoke given it is a dangerous fire is equals to 90%. Now we have been asked to find the probability of dangerous fire when there is a smoke. Probability of dangerous fire when there is a smoke. So this is a event that is already occurred. That means there is a smoke and we want to calculate the probability of dangerous fire. Okay, so this we can write as probability of dangerous fire given that there is smoke is equals to a question mark. Okay, now we can solve this with the help of the Bayes theorem. So what Bayes theorem says? So just we will write the Bayes theorem formula, Bayes theorem, and it is easy to remember the formula. So read it as AB, A given B into equals to probability of A. After A there should be a letter B. So probability of B given A. So AB, A, and denominator should be now after A it should be B. So this is the formula. Okay, now what we have to replace? So in this formula, this is Bayes theorem formula. So here we will replace replace A by F. So we want to calculate this. So instead of A, we will write F, and instead of B, we will write S, B by S, and rewrite the formula. So what will be the formula now? Probability of F given S is equals to probability of F into probability of S given F divided by probability of S. Okay, now do we know all these values? So we know probability of F, which is 1%. Probability of S given F, it is 90%. 90 divided by probability of smoke, that is 10%. So if you divide this, this will be equals to 9%. This will be equals to 9%. So by using a Bayes theorem, we have solved this example. Probability of fire given that there is a smoke. Probability of dangerous fire given that there is a smoke, that we have calculated. Because we know probability of individually fire, probability of individual smoke, and also we know that if there is a dangerous fire, the probability of smoke is a 90%. So using this information and using the Bayes theorem formula, we have calculated the probability of fire given, a dangerous fire given that there is a smoke is a 9%. Now let us try to solve some more examples based on this. So this example is a picnic day. You are planning a picnic today, but the morning is cloudy. It is given that you are planning a picnic today, but the morning is cloudy. Now some additional information is given. Oh no, 50% of all rainy days start cloudy. 50% of all rainy days starts cloudy. But cloudy mornings are common. Cloudy mornings are common, that is 40% days starts cloudy. Cloudy mornings. They have said that cloudy mornings are common, that is 40% of days starts cloudy. It is 40%. And this is usually a dry month. Only 3 of 30 days tends to be rainy, or 10%. 3 of 30 days. 30 days. Three of 30 days, or 10% tend to be rainy. Okay, and the formula, problem that they are asking, what is the chance of rain during the day? What is the chance of rain during the day? So they are asking about the probability of, let us name this as R equals to rainy, C equals to cloudy. Okay, now we will write the probability. So probability of rain. Now probability of rain is given as equals to so here it is given that only 3 out of 30 days tends to be rainy. That means 10% is the probability of rain. So it is equals to 10%. Then probability of cloud. So probability of cloud, it is given as 50% rainy days starts cloudy. 50% rainy days starts cloudy. That means probability of cloud in a month is given as a 50%. So it is equals to 50%. Now one more additional information is given to us, and that information is probability of dash given dash is equals to probability of cloud is 40%. Cloudy mornings are common. So this is dependent. 50% rainy days starts cloudy. So this is rainy plus cloudy. And cloudy mornings are common, that is 40%. So probability of cloud actually is a 40%. This is a 40%. And this 50% is given as dependent probability. That is 50% rainy days starts cloudy. 50% rainy days starts cloudy. Now can you tell me how it can be written? Where where it should be a rain and where it should be a cloud. Whether it is probability of rain given cloud or whether it is probability of cloud given rain. This 50%. Whether it is probability of cloud given rain or whether it is probability of rain given cloud. Just read it. It says that rainy day starts cloudy. So we know that it is a rainy day. We know that it is a rainy day. And it starts cloudy. So it is probability of cloud given rain. Or let me write this as C given rain. Am I correct? It says that probability of rainy days, 50% rainy days starts cloudy. So we know that these are the rainy days and it is starting cloudy. So starting cloudy is a 50% chances. So probability of cloud given rain is 50%. And now what is asked to us? What is the chance of rain during the day? What is the chance of rain during the day? Now this you can write as rain given that cloudy. Why given that cloudy? Because the first line itself says that, oh no, you are planning a picnic today, but the morning is cloudy. We know that morning is cloudy. This line says that morning is cloudy. So we have to find the probability of rain today given that morning is a cloudy. Okay, now just replace R with A and C with B. So this will become as probability of R into probability of C given R divided by probability of C. Am I correct? A we are replacing with R and B we are replacing with C. So RC, 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 RC. So formula is correct. Now probability of rain is 10 into probability of C given R is 50 divided by probability of cloud is 40. So just simplify this. 10 5s are 10 4s are 10 1s are sorry not 10 1s are. So this will be equals to 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 20 equals to, am I correct? Let me write this correctly. So we will write the actual values of the probability instead of the percentage. In previous problem, the percentage was cancelled. So that's why we got the correct value. But here probability of rain is 10%. 10% means 0.1. 10 divided by 100. 10% means 10 divided by 100. You can write it as 0.1. Probability of C given rain is 0.5. And probability of cloud is 0.4. Okay, now this you can simplify as the answer. If you solve this, you will get it as 0.5 into 0.1 will be 0.05, 0.1, 2 and 5. So probability of rain given cloud is equals to 0.125. Let us check whether our answer is correct or not by using a calculator. (0.1) into 0.5 divided by 0.4. So it is equals to 0.125. 0.1 into 0.5 is 0.05 and divided by 0.4 will give you the answer as 0.125. So this is the final probability of rain because the morning is cloudy. Now let us try to solve the problem based on the confusion matrix. Okay, so imagine 100 people at a party and you tally how many wear pink or not, and if a man or not, and get these numbers. Okay, so this is the confusion matrix given. The rows indicates the person is man. Row indicates that person is a man or he is not a man. And column indicates the person wears a pink or he does not wear a pink. And some figures are given here. So the person wearing a pink, there are 5 persons who are wearing a pink. And there are 20 persons, 5 men which are wearing a pink. And there are 20 persons who are not men but wearing a pink. 20% persons who are not men but wearing a pink is a 20. A man not wearing a pink is 35, and a person not who is not a man and not wearing pink is a 40. Okay, now just we will summarize this. The man who is wearing a pink and not wearing pink is equals to a 40. Person who is not a man wearing a pink and not wearing pink is a 60. So there are total 100 people. So this figure is matching with whatever the data we have given. These are 100 people. Now just summarize this, sum this. So this will be 5 plus 20, 25 people who are wearing a pink, and 35 plus 40, that is 75 people who are not wearing a pink. Okay, so this 25 plus 75 will be 100. Find the probability that person wearing a pink is a man. Find the probability that person wearing a pink is a man. Okay, now we will try to write this in the form of the Bayes theorem. What we have been asked to find, that we will write first. Find the probability that person wearing a pink is a man. So this probability is, what is asked? Probability of person wearing a pink is a man. So we will write notations first. So write P equals to pink and M equals to a man. M equals to a man. So what we have been asked to calculate probability of term given this equals to question mark. So what should be here? What is asked to us? Whether P given M or M given P. Find the probability that person wearing a pink is a man. So we know that person is wearing a pink and he is a man, that we have been asked to calculate. So this is man given that he is wearing a pink. So this is being asked to us. Now let us try to put this in the formula. So M given P is equals to MP, M P, M, and finally P. AB, A, B, A, B, or MP, MP, MP. Okay, so just cross verify the formula whether you have written correctly or not. Now let us try to write the values. What is probability of men? So probability of men is equals to, yes, can you tell me what is the probability of men? So these are the total mens. 5 mens are wearing a pink and 35 are not wearing a pink. So there are total 40 mens. Out of how many? Out of 100. So probability of man is equals to 40 divided by 100 equals to 0.4. Am I correct? There are total 40 males. Men wearing a pink is 5. Men not wearing a pink is 35. That means there are total 40 men. And out of how much? Out of 100. So probability of man is equals to 40 divided by 100. Now next, what we need to know, probability of pink. So can you tell me what is the probability of pink as by looking at this chart?
25%.
25%. So wearing a probability of pink for men is 5 and number of people who are not men wearing a pink is 20. So it is 25% or 25 divided by 100 equals to 0.25. And one more term that we require is probability of P given M. Probability of pink given that he is a man. Probability of P given that he is a man. So can you tell me this probability?
20%.
Probability of pink given that he is a man is 20%. How?
5 upon 20 into 4.
5 upon
5 into 4 upon 20 into 4.
equals to 5 into 4 upon 20 into 4. No, this should not be the probability of pink given a man. So just look at this chart and try to find out the probability that man wears a pink or the probability of pink given that he is a man. So how many total number of men are there? 40. And how many of them are wearing a pink? It is a 5. So it should be 5 divided by 40. Am I correct? Probability of man. So we know that he is a man. So this should be divided by 40. And he is wearing a pink. Is a it is 5 divided by 40. So it is equals to 5 divided by 40. Or we can write it as 1 divided by 8 or 0. Okay, so 0.8 ones are, then 8 twos are, and finally 8 fives are. So 0.125 is the probability of man wearing a pink. Probability of pink given that he is a man. Okay, now just put these terms or these values in this formula. So this will be equals to 0.4 into 0.125 divided by probability of pink, that is 0.25. Or if you solve this, let us solve using a calculator. 0.4 into 0.125 into 0.25. It will be equals to. So what is the probability? If you multiply these values, you will be getting this is equals to 0.2. So your final answer is equals to 0.2. Okay, now this problem we have solved using the Bayes theorem. Now even if you don't know the Bayes theorem, then also you can have solved this problem. What is asked to us? Probability of man given pink. Probability of man given that he is wearing a pink. So how you can solve this? By just observing the table. Yes? Can you answer this by just observing the table? Probability of man given that he is wearing a pink. So if you observe this column, this stands for a person wearing a pink, whether he is man or not a man. So total persons wearing a pink is 25 and we have to find the probability for men. So this will be equals to 0.2. Okay, so by using this method for confusion matrix, we can find the probability directly, or we can find it with the help of the Bayes theorem as given here. So in both the methods, we have got the probability as 0.2. So probability 0.2 here and the probability 0.2 here.